Oh, well, Zacherley here. I'm dusting off the old girl. Hello, honey, how are you? Oh, dear. I'm keeping the bloodline alive, my dear, if you understand what I'm saying, eh? Isn't she a cutie? Way back. She goes way back here. Oh, here's an old friend, too. Edgar Poe gave me this. You remember Edgar Poe, the guy who wrote Get Up Here in the Light, here, there, see? And he's a little dusty, too, to tell the truth. Whoa! Well, I'm Zacherley, by the way, and this is my digs here in Manhattan in New York. And we're entertaining the folks from Bethel. Cortland Hull has a place. He hangs out up there. And he's a great old boy, and he's got the bloodline. Speaking of bloodlines, this is Grandpapa Papa. Hey, something got a little dirt on there, my boy. Anyway, his grandpapa was, Cortland Hull? Was Henry Hull, the werewolf of London. So Cortland, who runs around in Connecticut there and up in that area, he had a little museum there, I think, too. He's got that werewolf stuff in his blood. The best stuff in the world, you know, really, really great. I'm going to move on down here while I'm doing my cleaning. And then, here's something here. Here's when we have our head smashing contest, this is my, what you call a rugby jacket. This is my number. And I usually get 18 guys knocked out, you know, is what we count. That's how we go to numbers on the shirts. 18 is a pretty high number. I've been at it for years. Grand old picture here, my great old friend Boris the Karloff, grand old boy. He's the guy that got us all excited in the early 60s with old black and white movies on television. Barbara McCormick did this in pastel. That's me in pastel. Wait a minute, I'll strike the pose here. Fantastic. And beyond that, you see there, a real fine artist doing the Father Time thing, you know, with no flesh. It's all gone, rotted away. The reason we're doing this here is to let you know that up there in Bethel, they have that great thing, you know, with the pumpkins and all. And Mr. Pumpkinhead himself is here in the background. And he's the guy that organized the whole thing for years and years. And he sent me a copy of the tape, I guess it was from last year, of the 500, I'll use my crooked finger here, 500, now you behave yourself here there. That's arthritis. If you get old enough, you get something, and this is what I got. Isn't that, it's amazing. It's good for getting in your ears and all that stuff. Anyway, very hard to push buttons on telephones, though, and cell phones. What was I going to say here? Oh, it's coming up, and it'll be on the weekend of Halloween, which is at the end of this month. We're already in it, you know. And everybody gathers and count the pumpkins, and they cut the pumpkins and make faces on the pumpkins. Some of them very artistic, I must say, and with all those pumpkins. It's beautiful at night, too, but they're all lit up. I don't know how you did that, but it's amazing. So all you people up there in Connecticut, I hope you gather. You know where it is, right? Bethel, Connecticut. It's up a little ways. And it's the only place in all of Connecticut that puts on a show like this every year. And all those people who put so much work into it and do all the carving, it's amazing, just amazing. So I don't think he's selling that video. He just made it, but to show me and other people. But you got to go up there and see it yourself. That's the big thrill. And the big time, of course, is at night when there's a cop out front to keep the traffic going. And it's a great show. And I congratulate him for being so industrious as to put that thing on. Been doing it for years. How many years?
24 years.
24 years?
Yeah.
Are you ever going to grow up, my boy? 24 years, the Pumpkin Man. I asked him the other day on the telephone, what do you do with all those pumpkins, 500 pumpkins, after it's all over? He says, well, we put them in a truck, we take them out in a dump, and they desiccate. It's just like, you know, a funeral where they forget to bury people, and they just rot away and go down into the earth and make very rich soil. So it's all